Today we're going to be making homemade yogurt. Homemade yogurt is a healthy, easy, and cost-effective alternative to the store-bought varieties. When making yogurt, you will need a thermometer along with half a gallon of milk, half a cup of yogurt starter, several lidded glass containers, a pot big enough to boil half a gallon of milk in, and several dish towels. Step 1 of making yogurt is to bring the milk to a boil. Milk doesn't really bubble when boiling like other liquids. Instead, it begins to rise. Make sure you're watching the milk carefully when it is in the final stage of boiling, and turn off the heat when it rises too close to the top. Allow the milk to cool for about an hour. When the milk is cooling, it begins to form a foamy crust on top. Make sure that you remove this with a fork and discard. Some people like to pour sugar on it and eat it. Otherwise, you can just throw it away. You might have to do this several times during the cooling off period. The milk will be ready for the starter when the temperature of the milk reaches 120 degrees Fahrenheit. You can use your finger to test the temperature, but I find a thermometer produces the most consistent results. At this point, take half a cup of starter and liquefy it with a cup of milk and the glass containers. You can use a fork to do this. Once liquefied, you can add the rest of the milk and spread the starter and milk mixture evenly between the containers. Close the lids and stack the containers on top of each other and cover with dish towels. You might want to cover more or less depending on the outside temperature. I use 2 to 3 layers in winter and maybe 1 to 2 layers in warmer weather. Allow to set for about 8 to 10 hours. When the yogurt is ready, you can refrigerate it and store it for about 2 to 3 weeks. There are so many uses for yogurt in the Afghan household, including making doogh. Doogh is an Afghan drink perfect for quenching your thirst during the hot summer days. To make doogh, you need 1 to 2 cups of yogurt, 1 gallon of icy cold water, sliced cucumbers, dried crushed mint, and salt to taste. Mix it all together really well and add ice if needed, and serve. Enjoy.